Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Just Another Talk. This video is kind of crazy, so let's get right into it.
Hey, sir. You alright? I got an ambulance coming to check you out. Can you see
Damn.
out your left eye?
My left.
For the most part, you alright?
My head is like bruised here and out lumbar.
You got lungs
Oh
all
yeah,
over.
your head. Oh no, shit.
Glass out. It started with that lady there. Blind. He was punching her first.
You punched the
Check
blind
out
lady?
I'll be right back with you.
Oh nah.
I know, I got an ambulance coming for you.
I'm okay.
Ma'am,
You just punched me in the face.
I'm a police
okay.
officer. I'm going to touch your forehead, okay? I just want to move your hair. Okay. Alright, so you got some cuts on your face. You feeling
Yeah,
dizzy,
yes,
lightheaded,
you do.
anything like that?
My mouth hurts. I think he knocked one of my teeth out.
Okay, can you open your mouth for me?
Jesus. God.
Yeah, you do have a little blood in your mouth, okay? I have an ambulance coming to
a lot
talk
of
to you.
blood.
What happened?
There was a man sitting next to me, and all of a sudden, I heard him fussing at these two ladies in the back, calling them bitches and saying all kind of nasty things about him, and that made me angry. So I turned to him and told him to not do that, and then he just slung on me.
So you told him not to fuss at the ladies in the back, and he just hauled off and hit you?
I said, don't talk to her like that. And then he started yelling at me, and then he hit me, and then he went to go get off the bus, and the door was shut, so he started wailing on the driver. From my understanding, I didn't see that part because I'm blind.
Well, yeah, I don't mean
I have an
lie.
ambulance coming to talk to you. Just sit tight, okay?
We know you didn't see that part.
Good deal. Do you mind hanging out for just a minute? I'm gonna have to
Oh,
talk to
forgive
everyone
me
if
for
you're
I
okay
have
with
sinned.
it. You're not held here. If you guys want to leave, just let me know because I can talk to you really quick before I go. I got a lot to do before I go. I'm gonna have an ambulance that's come check them both out first. Is anybody
But
else
that
in
dude
here?
in the vest too. He
Nobody
didn't do
else
that.
in here?
I was sitting right here.
Yep.
He jumped up right there where you sit there and kicked the devil out of me.
So you were sitting right
I
here.
was sitting right here. He jumped up and took his foot and he kicked me.
Kicked you? How many
Yeah.
times did he kick you?
He kicked me by one time. He kicked me hard. After he kicked me, they said, you better shut the f up. I'll knock your ass out. He jumped up and grabbed the man off of him.
So you essentially saw him.
That's not
Then
funny,
he
bro.
jumps up and starts wailing on her. That's when you stepped in and grabbed him.
When he jumped over there in her face,
No, he jumped up and grabbed
yeah.
Oh,
He
okay, he
jumped
did.
up
He
and
did
started hitting
grab
her. Was he hitting her with closed fists or could you see her?
He brought me down. Bam.
Yep, over
He
that.
went down.
What happened from your perspective?
Well, I saw him punching the lady right there, the blind lady. He was punching her in the face. I don't know what was going on, but she said something to him. He came over and started punching her in the face, punched me out. And I'm watching this, so I got on the radio. And he saw that I wouldn't open the doors. He wanted me to open the door. He was trying to get through the glass and couldn't, so he ripped the glass off.
So that was separating you from the passengers, right? And he pulled it and just started attacking you?
Yeah.
Physically? Was he, I know it sounds like a dumb question, but was he hitting you with closed fists?
Yeah.
Punching you? And he just wanted to be let off,
Of course he
essentially?
got
That's why he
hit in
went to
his face.
attacking you?
Yeah. And I was almost unconscious. I had to let him off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you know,
Oh yeah, you had
Working
to.
on getting these
I'd
cameras.
have let him off too.
What'd this guy look like?
Okay, he had on tan pair of pants, tan long sleeve shirt, like a long john shirt, and a blue cap.
And he's a white guy. Please say he's a white guy.
Well, he real nasty.
Well, Asian dude.
gentleman, but he got he did something wrong.
Thank you guys.
Okay,
Any
something
all
wrong
of
with
us?
him.
Yeah, we all.
Good deal.
I'm sitting back here.
Yep.
I heard that little lady right there was saying he stepped on her foot or something. She kept saying, well, you could have said, excuse me or something. So he kept on. So finally he started using profanity. And he stood up and he was cursing her. And he kept acting like he might was going to hit her or stuff. So, you know, everybody's scared. So I didn't know that the other lady was blind who he hit. So he kept telling her to stay out of it. So finally she said one more thing and he just went to beating on her. So the driver, I thought maybe he was trying to hold him in there so y'all might come and catch him in there. So he got mad. He kept saying, open this door, open this door. He went back and he tore the whole thing. He just pulled the
Whole thing right off?
back and was trying to pull him from out of there or whatever. Then we scared he might have a gun.
Yeah.
So finally when that door got open, he jumped out and ran.
So driver is ag back. His eyes are swelling shut. This dude straight up tore the dividing partition off to physically attack him. Beat the shit out of a blind woman, lacerations all over her face. After physically assaulting another elderly female in here, was wrestled to the ground by the gentleman in the high visibility vest. Driver tried to keep the guy on the bus so we could get here and take him into custody. And that's when the dude just ripped the partition off and went to town. He was like, I was losing consciousness, so I finally just let him out. I got to get pictures of him. If you could work with Kat on getting video footage, if you could talk to female in the black here and the blue right here, that'd be
All right, I'll get their
fantastic.
statements, I'll get their information, I'll do supplemental, okay?
Do you mind if I grab a picture of your face to document your injuries if you don't mind. Is that okay?
That's what you have to do.
I do. You're pretty busted up.
Are y'all working on getting camera footage?
Yeah, we're calling the safety manager because
That's
he can
crazy.
get it immediately.
Punch
Do you
old
mind if I take some photographs of your injuries?
Why don't you punch somebody or punch back?
Go somewhere else.
Yes. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere.
Do you want to go sit at the rear of my car, away from everyone?
Yes,
We can bring you out there. You may want to go the other way. You got broken glass on the ground over here.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's okay. I'm okay. All right.
That's crazy. How they punch this dude in the face when
While
they
police
get
are
him.
getting all the information they can about the suspect, they have no idea he's still in the area, just a few blocks away.
Well, everyone's out here looking for him, so what'd you see? What happened?
He's starting to beating the white lady. Can't stop bleeding, and I gave her a lot of napkins. I'm sorry, is that normal?
No,
Okay.
not normal.
That's
This
scary.
will be my
Punch
first.
people?
I've been here
That's
5
not-
years.
That's really scary
No,
because
no,
blood everywhere.
Forgive me,
I'm all
guys.
bloody, you know. I'm
Here?
gonna get blood on stuff.
You're okay. My main concern is if you want to be more comfortable back here, that's fine with me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the air for you. I'm not gonna shut you in. I know it gets a little claustrophobic back here. So, how you doing, man?
All right. Thank you for coming.
Sorry I wasn't sooner, but
Yeah.
thank you for sticking around and taking care of her. I still have ambulances coming for you both. Do you mind if I photograph your injuries now?
Sure.
Any point did you feel like you were gonna lose consciousness?
You know, this is a perfect example for the folks out there who are like, oh, no, the police is the police that. Well, the police are really the only thing standing between defenseless people like this blind lady and even the old lady that he stepped on first and the bus driver, of course. They are the only people in between the wildness of life and these folks. Because someone like myself, I could defend myself. I'll be fine. But these are the folks that I constantly talk about. People don't really understand that there are folks out here who are straight evil. This is evil. There's nothing about it. You should go to jail for a very long time. There's no reason. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what kind of mental instability. I don't care what kind of drugs you took. There's no reason on this planet you should punch a woman, let alone a blind lady. Yeah, throw him in jail. Make him a human battery. That's what he needs to be.
I don't know. It was kind of a blur once she started hitting me, but I didn't fall down or anything.
Okay. You have a pretty good laceration right below your left eye. This is
Yeah.
going to sound like a
So
real
unless you
dumb
got
question.
punched by
but we
Tyson.
can find them. Do you want to press charges for battery?
I don't know. I don't think so. The other people said it seemed like he was on drugs or having a mental health issue. I don't know. I don't really feel
Girl,
like
you
that's
better
going to help
press
anybody.
charges.
Okay. So this is what I'll tell you, is if you don't want to press charges and they don't want to press charges, he's probably not going to get arrested. If you do want to press charges, it's not something that's going to require you to go to court all the time or do anything like that. We handle that.
He attacked the bus driver, and that's unsafe for everyone.
Absolutely. He severely injured the bus driver, okay? And he could have severely injured you more so than you are, or injured other people on that bus. And regardless of drugs or mental health, there's a way
Right.
we have to act in public. And usually arrest is in the first step in getting some of that help.
Well, I
for
won't
a
be able to
judge.
ID him, but if everyone else can, then I would consider pressing charges. I don't really know how any of this works.
There's no pressure at all. Right now, my main concern is I want to get you medically cared for. Again, you're free to leave at any point if you say, bring me home. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I'll do that, okay? We're probably going to have a detective come out and investigate this one because the bus driver's pretty injured.
I like him. I know him. He drives me home every
So
day.
he seems like a very nice guy. Seems like he was looking out for you and everyone on the bus was trying to look out for each other. Are you okay with waiting back here for just a minute? I'll come back and check on you, okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You've been very kind. Just so you guys know, I can see a daggum thing.
I know, you're good.
Yeah, that-
hang tight. I'll leave this door open.
That's
for you.
what being blind
Police are now
usually
able to
means.
obtain the surveillance footage of the attack.
Oh,
The
boy, here we
suspect
go.
is seen yelling at the elderly
This is a
woman
black
and getting
dude,
in
damn
her
it.
face before the blind woman
Oh.
says something to him. He then gets in her face very quickly as if he's going to assault her, then stands up to defend herself, and the suspect begins hitting her repeatedly.
not
The man
having
with
it.
the
Oh, yeah,
high
he is.
visibility vest then tackles the suspect, bringing him to the front near the bus driver. The suspect then notices the bus driver calling for police using his radio and tries to force him to open the door so he can leave. When the bus driver refuses, the suspect begins yanking on and reaching around the glass partition to force the driver to open the door. The suspect then completely destroys the glass partition and begins beating the bus driver, punching him 10
Damn.
times before the driver has to oblige him due to
You see the guy in the back with the vest? He's just standing there like, bro, I get it. You know, and I'm not super mad at him. If you want to avoid the instance, you don't want to be a part of it. You don't know what he got on him or if he's, you know, methed out, cracked out, whatever, right? I understand that portion. But bro, one clean haymaker to the side of his head, he's going down, bro. You already tackled him. You had him on the ground.
him, later saying he was about to lose consciousness. The suspect then leaves the scene. An officer has to
Let's
oblige
go
him due
back
to
real
him
quick.
later
Let's watch that one
partition
more
and
time.
begins partition to so he can leave. When the bus driver refuses, the suspect begins yanking on and reaching around the glass partition to force the driver to open the door. The suspect then completely destroys the glass partition and begins beating the bus driver, punching him 10 times before the driver has to oblige him, due to him later saying he was about to lose consciousness. The suspect then leaves the scene. An officer now locates the suspect a couple blocks away from the crime scene and attempts to detain him.
Listen, I've been cool with you, man. I'm gonna ask you to stand up, though. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I don't know. You need a Rodney King.
You gotta figure some things out. Okay.
You need to learn some manners.
You got a call that came down. Description very well matches you. It probably isn't you, but we have to figure some stuff out.
It's definitely him.
So.
Man, listen, I just walked up here. I didn't do shit.
Up from where?
I just walked up here from this way. It got me to
I got you. I've seen like about 4 other guys wearing beige. So we're gonna be a quick 1-2, figure it out, and then we'll be done, man.
Figure it out, man. I mean, I just had to stand up with my hand behind back. I ain't do nothing.
I got you, but that's why we got to figure it out. So it's just gonna be a brief detention, all right, man?
I didn't do nothing. So why you put your hands on me, man?
Listen.
I didn't do nothing, man. I just walked up here.
Here's how it's gonna happen. I'm asking you.
I didn't do nothing. So what you asking me?
Can I say something?
Sure.
So how can, if you say y'all seen other guys with bad description?
They're being stopped as well.
Well, you was lawyer. You can go to jail too, bro.
The only one.
Well, I ain't seen nobody stop but me. That's not about to happen.
I understand that, but dude, we have a job we have to do. Okay.
You have a job, but I didn't do nothing, man. So what you mean?
See, this is one of these videos where I would have no problem with that hyped up cop that's always trying to escalate shit to come on scene and be like, oh, you don't want to get up? I'm like, you going to jail, bro. There's no questions. We're not having a discussion, bro. You punched a blind lady. You beat the living shit out of an old dude. Come on now. What's wrong with you, bro? Nah. Tase his ass and take him to jail.
I got to put my hand behind my back until you figure something out. Go ahead and figure it out.
That's how this works.
It's not how it works.
We got.
I just walked up.
Proper description.
And
how you know it's me?
Well, I didn't say it was you.
So what the f you talking about putting my hand behind my back for?
Listen, brother. Yeah, just calm down.
I am calm, but you can't now.
I got you. So
I didn't do nothing. I just walked up here. I just walked up here.
I got you. Like I said, I'm asking you nicely to help us out to make the situation
I'm not
go.
helping you out. I didn't do nothing.
You're going to be out with who?
So again, what happens when I ask and it doesn't happen? Like you don't help us out here, right? We're gonna have to use force.
Use force? You mean you gonna use force?
A cigarette?
Like I'm saying, we're trying to figure out an incident.
And you gonna have to figure it out. But it ain't got nothing to do with me. So you have to figure it out.
Like I'm saying, we're going to briefly detain you.
You ain't about to brief.
In all fairness to the cop, he's being very professional, and I get what he's trying to do. He's not trying to escalate it. If we can get him in cuffs nice and calmly, then he can tell him, hey, you're going to jail because we know what you did. So he's playing a smart role, of course. I'm a civilian, so I'm going to say some hot shit. But yeah, this guy definitely needs his ass beat, though.
Detain shit, because I didn't do shit. So that's not about to happen.
Oh, you did do some shit,
You're
bro.
not about to detain nothing, man. But I didn't do nothing. I just walked up here.
Like I said, man, I'm giving you a lot of chances.
You ain't giving me no chances, man. How you giving me some chances? I just walked up and you gonna tell me to put my hands behind my back for nothing? Man, f you. Ain't put my hand behind my back for nothing. I ain't do shit. What?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't do shit. So what the hell are you talking about?
I don't want to do this, but
man, I'm not putting my hand behind my back on shit. I didn't do shit.
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Not sure if you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. President Trump responded and says Fox News.
The f you talking about?
We are detaining what y'all going to do.
Do shit, nigga. The f you talking?
But
man, I'm not putting my hand behind my back on shit. I didn't do shit, nigga. The f you talking about?
Yeah, he's about to escalate it himself.
We are detaining what y'all going to do.
You ain't about to that. Nah, ain't no. He ain't got to stand nothing.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You ain't got to be part of nothing.
Yeah, you see how he got brolic
hey,
with the woman? Yeah, he got problems. Seems like she want to be more physical than the dude cop.
36 Alpha 1, start me another unit down here and possibly a supervisor for each
Man,
force.
yeah, see a supervisor. Cause I ain't even. I just walked up here. You gonna grab me and tell me I'm under arrest for nothing?
He's good. He's good.
Hey man, if you gonna get
just let
off me, man.
I got this. Switch.
I'm gonna ask you one more time to get off me.
Okay. Lift your leg.
33. We got him detained.
Did you get off the cat bus after getting out of Gateway? Okay. Well, like I said, we're trying to figure it out, and you being aggressive.
There's nothing to figure it out. We know what he did. It's
When
a
I'm
video,
asking you
bro.
simple things, you just walked up here from where?
From the damn, I don't fucking know.
I just
Yeah,
want to
you
get
don't
all
know.
I just came up here. I ain't do nothing, I just walked up here.
I ain't
They
do
pulled up
nothing.
saying I fit the description or something. I just walked up here.
You want to set him up?
Come on, brother. Set up for me.
That's a big boy too.
Why do you have to do this?
I ain't do shit. What the f you talking about?
Why didn't
bro?
you just like listen when I?
That
when I
cop
was
is a
talking
big
about
boy.
what we were
Bro,
doing?
how you gonna pull up on me and tell me I fit the description on something? I just walked up there.
You think I would just make that up?
Yeah.
The suspect is now transported to the hospital for the use of force, where he still isn't cooperative.
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
Jump in, broke in, and get knocked out.
I never get knocked out. Okay. Never.
Shit, yo, he's this guy.
Crying about it.
In the car.
You think? Straight to jail.
You doing all that with that bag with the cuffs on me. You won't ever do this cuffs on me. I promise you that.
Out of the way.
I'm gonna do it either way.
Your ass, though.
That see,
They'll
that
never
cop
get
wants to
knocked
smoke.
out. No. What you gonna do?
This incident took place in Chatham County, Georgia, in June 2025 on a Chatham area transit bus, also known as a CAT bus. The arrested suspect, 40-year-old Brandon Collier, has a lengthy criminal history involving 43 prior arrests in Chatham
43?
County dating all the way.
Nah, bro. Nah. Who let him out? What judge let him out? There's no way. There's no way. 43. You've been arrested 43 times. You still outside? Yo, our justice system is crazy.
Back to 2002 for crimes such as aggravated battery, aggravated
24
assault,
years.
drug possession, obstruction, resisting, terroristic threats, and cruelty to children. In fact, just months
Wow.
prior to the bus attack, Brandon was arrested for threatening victims while holding an upside-down liquor bottle as a weapon in public, which led to him fighting Savannah police officers when they confronted him. For that incident, he was charged with 2 counts of felony willful obstruction by threats or violence, simple battery, terroristic threats, possession of drug-related objects, and probation violation. He was able to bond out of jail and was released back into the
This is crazy. We don't have to deal with this. You know how easy life would be if we didn't have to deal with people like this? Bro, he needs to go to jail. Life. Send him to a jail where they turn big rocks into little rocks. This is nuts. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what? I think some of these judges have to be held at fault for some of these issues.
public. Due to this incident, along with his many prior arrests, the bus attack sparked public outrage in the area as local officials, including the mayor of Savannah, condemned the attack. Officials from CAD also released statements saying they were deeply disturbed by the attack and that safety protocols would be reviewed and improved following the attack. They have since ordered new safety shields for the CAT buses and are in the beginning stages of upgrading their training for bus drivers. They also announced that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated and have terminated Brandon's rider privileges indefinitely following the...
How do they enforce that? How do they enforce not allowing him back on the bus? What do they have, like a bolo chart?
Bus attack. Brandon was charged with 2 counts of felony aggravated assault, 2 counts of felony aggravated battery, felony exploitation and intimidation of a disabled adult or elderly person, felony second-degree criminal damage to property, and 2 counts of obstruction. In October 2025, Brandon took a plea deal for both the bus incident and the incident where he threatened people with a liquor bottle and fought police. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of aggravated battery, 1 count of aggravated assault, exploitation and intimidation of a disabled or elderly person, second-degree criminal damage to property, 1 count of willful obstruction by threats or violence, and terroristic threats, while all other charges were dismissed. Brandon was then sentenced to 10 years in prison and 10 years of probation, and was sentenced as a repeat offender, meaning he must serve the prison portion without parole eligibility. The victims, while...
No, 10 years of... No, give him 20 years. 1 year of probation when he gets out. Let him be 60 when he gets out. See if he wants to punch anybody else in the face.
They both survived, suffered serious and disfiguring injuries to their faces, and multiple of her teeth appeared to be chipped or broken. She and the bus driver were taken to the hospital and treated for their injuries. They have since made a lengthy and arduous recovery.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.